I don't know why it is that every time I sit down to film, I just like get real insecure and start feeling real weird about myself. But like, what do I do with my arms? Hello. So this video is going to be chatty. It's going to be an update. It's going to be about what's going on. Yeah. So let's just get started. Hi, good morning. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are not new. My name is Amy. I'm on a 120 pound weight loss journey. I've lost 60 pounds. Yep, 60. And it just wants to stay at 60. So I talked a little bit about 2 months ago, how I hit a plateau. So I could probably be out of that if I would just do better. If I would be more consistent. And I kind of have to laugh about it because if I don't, it'll upset me. So I haven't been super consistent, and that's just what it is. I'm consistent most days, and then on the weekends, I go and I ruin that consistency with eating a bunch of foods that are not on track. So, and I'm not saying you can never do that, but I've been doing it way too much. So, could I be out of the plateau? Probably. Am I? No. Also, I want to give you guys an update because 2 months ago, I quit birth control, and I want to give you an update on how I'm feeling, what changes have I noticed. So, a side effect of birth control can be anxiety and depression. I've been on anxiety medication since I actually got on birth control medication 10 years ago. So, and I've got off anxiety medicine for a while. It didn't work out well for me, so I've been back on it for several years. The thing is, though, I think when getting off of the birth control, so your hormones are all jacked up, I did have a lot of anxiety the first month and a half. Past couple weeks, I've still had a little bit of anxiety, but not near as bad as I did when I first got off 2 months ago. There has been one major improvement that I was not expecting that came out of left field, and I'm so grateful for. Okay, so I have been sleeping better. I was really surprised that once I got off birth control, that happened. I go to sleep just fine. I do still wake up to go to the bathroom once a night. I just drink a lot of water, so that's that issue. But yeah, I've been really pleasantly surprised with that coming off of it. I had no idea that birth control could affect your sleep. Birth control obviously affects your whole body, so I mean it makes sense, but yeah. So I'm really happy with that. I still have weird dreams and stuff, but I feel like as a whole, I'm sleeping much better. So that's a plus. What else have I noticed? Like I said, the anxiety and the depression aren't drastically better or worse in the 2 months, but like I said, sleep has been the major thing that I have noticed. Haven't noticed any weight loss, but I think, again, that's come down to my consistency and my hormones balancing themselves out. Typically, it takes 3 to 6 months for your hormones to rebalance after getting off birth control. It can take up to 2 years. I get asked a lot what supplements I take. So every day I take vitamin B12, vitamin D, and I also take iron because I have been chronically anemic my whole life. My mom is anemic. That's kind of, yeah, I'm anemic. So I do take iron. I would say talk to your doctor before you just start taking supplements besides B12. B12, I think everybody needs to take. Everybody can benefit from B12. So talk to your doctor though besides that. But yeah, I've had my blood levels tested many, many times, and here's the thing though. So I learned this. I follow several great ladies on Instagram who are hormone specialists, and I learned that iron can be depleted by birth control. So am I truly anemic, or has it been the birth control? I don't know. So that's something to look into. But also, obviously, I don't eat the only high iron foods I eat. Okay, well, plants have iron, but I don't eat too many beans really. I eat leafy greens, and that's about it. So I'm just going to keep taking iron because I haven't noticed any negative side effects, and my doctor says I need it. So always consult your physician, and I do believe that doctors are here to help us, and we should make use of them if we need to. So that's the birth control update. The weight update. We had to get my husband a new vehicle. Things are kind of weird this year. I don't know, just this is my first year not spending any holiday with my dad or his family, and that's on him. I'll be honest. That it's on him. And I will say, I haven't been super open or talkative about like what happened there because it's really nobody's business, just to be honest. But I went through a lot as a kid, I think. You know, not as, if I look at it comparatively to other people, I didn't go through a lot, but to me it was a lot. And I think that some of the things that I have to say could benefit other people possibly. But yeah, it's just weird this year because, so for Thanksgiving, we went to my husband's family's house in Birmingham. And that is the first year of my whole life that I've not been with my mom on Thanksgiving, like no matter where we went. Which I'm super thankful for, you know, that I'm get to spend a lot of time with her. But it was weird, but it was enjoyable. My great grandmother has cancer. Yeah. She's 89. She has bladder cancer. And they did surgery to remove most of it, but they're still doing reports to see how aggressive it is. Cancer is a really weird, I've been very fortunate for this to be like my first super personal interaction or knowing somebody like super close to me with cancer. I have a hard time wrapping my head around the idea of cancer. Obviously, I know what it is. I know what caused, you know, like I know different things about it, but it's such a weird, hard thing. She's 89. She's accepted it. She's okay with it. She is going to be doing some light treatment. So anyway, that's that. But yeah, so this will be the first like Christmas and Thanksgiving that I haven't spent either, you know, with my dad or his family at all. I do want to try to see his mom, my grandmother, at some point separately because it's not her fault. You know, I know that our relationship has already been affected by this a little bit, but I want to try to see her as much as I can, and I haven't been very good about that. So, and trying to move on and move forward. You know, the last time I talked to him, he mocked me, called me manipulative, and hung up on me. So, and that was in February, I think. So, yeah, I don't know if I'll leave this part in. But I just like want to be real with you guys. You know, my channel is about being real and honest and vulnerable and open and about weight loss, yes, but also things that can affect that. Like your mental health and your stress can affect that. I feel like I've been holding on to weight too because of how I've had this toxicity in my life. So toxicity and things that we're holding on to and stress can affect, I feel like, our body's function in general. As we know, you know, stress is really hard on the body, and I think that letting go of those things is going to be really helpful. And I've also been really, really hard on myself the past couple of months with not losing the weight, and I think that's contributed to that. I've been counting calories religiously. I had been doing all these things, and I just want to get back to basics. You know, I just want to get back to the food that I was eating that made me feel good, and that, you know, I was feeling full and satisfied on these whole foods. And that's just what I want to get back to. So I'm not calorie counting anymore. I'm not going overboard. I'm doing like I did in the beginning. You know, 3 meals, maybe 1 snack, 50-50 plate. That's really what helped me, I think, in the beginning to lose all the weight. So I'm going back to that. Half vegetable or half non-starchy vegetables and half my plate starches. And then if that doesn't work for a couple months, then I will go to like 75-25 or 60-40, something like that. But yeah, so it's been a lot, I feel like, and yeah, just kind of giving myself permission to feel everything, to acknowledge everything, and to heal and to move on. It's kind of, it's bleh. I'm going through a lot internally that I don't always share on social media, and when I do, it's kind of brief because it just, the things that I'm going through don't just affect me, they're other people too, and I just don't feel the liberty to share that necessarily. And I don't know why I'm still like super conscious of what my father thinks, you know, when I post these videos. I'm not really sure. I want to still be a respectful person, but at the same time, it also is my story, and I should be able to share it however I want. So there's that. And yes, this video is public, so, you know, anybody can see it who is on YouTube. So there's that. So yeah, I guess I'm just too worried about what other people think, and I'm too hard on myself recently. So for December, with it being the holidays and everything, I just want to give myself some grace. I want to do a lot of thinking, a lot of reflecting for what I want to do next year. You know, I'm still growing. I'm still trying to lose the weight, but I've had some major changes in my life this year, especially the last few months, and I just want to give myself room for that, and give myself the space. You know, I think we talk about giving space to other people, but like, well, we don't give ourselves space, you know, to fill these things out and to just get through them. And this year I've made some wonderful new friends, and I've got a great support system of people to talk to, and I'm really just enjoying my life, but I am really hard on myself, and that's something moving forward that I don't want to be so hard on myself. I mean, yes, I need to be disciplined and consistent to a degree, but I also just need to give myself some grace, because life is hard, things are hard, and I will not be perfect all the time. And I'm one of those all or nothing people. I've always been, well, if I'm not perfect, then screw it, you know, but I'm never going to be perfect. I just want to be the most consistent that I can be. So this video is super chatty. I hope you found something in it helpful, or that you can relate to, because you are not alone in whatever. I feel like we always think that we are the exception, and that we are alone, and that nobody could ever feel the way we do. But I know that there are other people out there who go through not exactly the same, because no two people's story and journey is exactly the same, but they go through possibly similar things, and that we feel similar things. So you're not alone. Whatever it is, you don't have to talk about it. You can talk about it. Again, like I've been saying, it's your story, it's your journey. You get to share it however. I'm conscious of other people's part in this, because, like I said, you know, especially like for my mom, it's not mine to share. What she wants to share about that is up to her, and she's a very private person on social media, and she doesn't share a lot, if anything. So I will not be sharing a lot of my childhood and how it has affected me, because a lot of it has to do with my sweet mother. So, and that's, again, it's not hers. That's hers to tell, and if she's ready and she wants to, then we can do that. But what else did I want to say? Yeah, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. If you celebrate, if you don't, happy December. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful that you're here. Thank you for watching my videos, for supporting me, for being with me even when I'm not losing weight. I'm still sharing recipes and things because I'm still actively trying. I just need to get more consistent. And I don't show you all the junk food, because that's not good for weight loss, and this channel is about weight loss. So, but I am very real. I'm being real and honest with you now. I've been eating a lot of junk food, okay? So yeah, I'm going to get more consistent. I want to film a lot more of what I eat in a day, because those help me stay consistent, even if they never get posted. Like, knowing that I have to take a picture or have to film it, it just makes me not eat junk a lot. So if you're following me on Instagram, which if you're not, it's Gish Gets Fed there too, I'm going to be sharing a lot of reels of like what I eat, mostly for myself. So there's that. I'm going to stop talking now. Yeah. I love you. Thank you. Like, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.